Hello, bonjour, namaste, hola, ni hao. I'm Stuart the Squirrel. Welcome to the TransCultural Group TCG Gourmet Journey. Together, we're going to travel around the world to trace the journey of different food and cuisines influenced by different cultures. Well, without further ado, here are the different types of food we have ready for you to discover. Please come with me. Guess who's back? It's our favorite bear friend.
Ni hao, my friends. It's me again, Po Yi the Panda. This time around, let me tell you the stories about Noodles. Stuart, have you heard of Kung Fu Panda?
Of course I have. Everybody is crazy about Kung Fu fighting. I love Po the Panda, as he was good at both Kung Fu and noodle cooking. Po Yi, are you related to Po?
Well, we are distant relatives. Just like the earliest bowl of noodles, Po and I are from China.
Wow! Would you be able to get me Po's autograph the next time you see him? By the way, when were the earliest noodles made?
According to researchers from the Chinese Academy of Sciences, the earliest noodles found were made with millet around 4,000 years ago. Some scholars have their doubts regarding this because stretching millet dough into noodles is just not feasible. So people are still debating over that discovery.
I'm sure it is not easy to trace the origin of noodles after these many years.
You are right, Stuart. Yet we should try to get some idea of this key staple food. The earliest written record of noodles was by the Chinese during the Eastern Han Dynasty, 25 to 220 CE. Today, Chinese call the noodles miantiao, or flour strips. However, Chinese during those days called foods made from flour dough mianbing, the flour biscuits. Later, the biscuits developed into two main streams of Chinese staple foods, mantou, or bun that can be steamed or fried, and tongbing, or flour biscuits cooked in soup, similar to our soup noodles of today.
Personally, I think one can get rather creative to transform dough into strips of noodles. I've seen all types, flat, cylindrical, and even in the shape of a cat's ear. Are they all made with the same method?
No, there are so many types of noodles. For the Chinese, the earliest noodles were probably made by rolling a piece of dough with both hands, then tearing them into small pieces. Methods such as cutting, extruding, and pulling appeared only later. Among all the different methods, extruding requires the most sophisticated tool. One has to press the dough through dies with holes to create noodles. Though hand-pulled noodles do not need a machine, there is much wisdom in the seemingly simple process.
What secret wisdom can we derive from the hand-pulled noodles, Po?
One example is the practice of adding alkaline water into the dough. It helps to make it more stretchable so that noodles can be pulled to greater lengths. In Lanzhou, people discovered that the alkaline water from the residue of a burnt plant called peng cao can produce 500 kilometers of noodles from 1 kilogram of dough.
Wow, that means we just need around 80 kilograms of dough to create a noodle that will circle the earth.
That's right, Stuart. However, that does mean that we will need a giant to pull the noodles from this heavy dough. By the way, there is this famous igamiya, or one-strand noodle, or long-life noodle. One fills the entire bowl with a single long strand of noodle, served usually to celebrate one's birthday.
That sounds really interesting. I must try this one day.
Sure, I will get it for you on your next birthday. Meanwhile, there are more than 1,200 types of other noodles to try in China. For example, the famous Sichuan's dandan mian from my hometown. It was named after the poles, dandan, which the noodle sellers used to carry the noodles in their cooking pots.
That's great! Let's pay a visit to Po and watch some Kung Fu while I get to enjoy the delicious noodles.
All right, let's go, Stuart.